Hey, I'm Peter from Frunkly. I've made this table for the Frunk of the Model 3 and Model Y, and yeah, I would be happy to show you around and my ideas and my thought process on how I got to develop this project. Um, let's see what else. Okay, so I started at the beginning of this year, end of last year, because I had an upcoming trip to Sweden, a long road trip all the way through Norway to the North Cape. And my ideal plan was I want to sleep in the car, I want to cook in the front, but I don't want to have like a big table that I always have to like take out first. So I wanted to utilize the space in the front and make use of that big amount of space you have there. And yeah, so at first initially started with a different kind of shape here in the front, something you could also put in the back of the car so you can sleep on, but I dropped that idea early in the process because it was just too much of a hassle to just always move the tabletop. And so then I made use of that shape here in the front. As you can see, this one doesn't really fit perfectly yet. I had another version, but this one is the nice finish one. Version 2 has the correct shape. And so in here I made use of all the space I've got. We've got the base frame, as you can see it here, which has attached these brackets which can easily just snap in place when you don't need them anymore. And the whole base in here is attached to, there's holes in here, so you don't have to drill anything into your front. And you just have to undo two screws and then you can just attach this. Um, yeah, so and if you want to use it, you just extend these two legs, I would say, and put this in place. Yeah, and it snaps in place. It's locked in. It's pretty secure. It's really hard and difficult to like accidentally knock it off. You can tell nothing's gonna really knock it off, and if you want to take it, you have to actually use some force to get it off because there's some security mechanisms that keep them in place. And yeah, while traveling, I used it like at every supercharger I had. I've been to. Um, yeah, let's see.
Okay. Do you want to talk a little bit more about the box that's inside?
Yeah, we can do that. Let's see how we do it. I'll just put it aside. I'll just move it like this. Okay. So, as you can see, you can fit everything you might need for cooking in here in the front. From tire gas stove, all your cooking utensils, pots, coffee gas, and here, this is how we, sorry, attach the base. It's just two screws.
Nice.
And
That's very advanced.
you can just take it out. So right here, just as support legs, I have two screws. I went against just using a shape here to make it more, let's see, that you can just easily use it in a Model Y too. I mean, the Model Y, this piece is a little taller, but you don't have to have the right contour of the Model Y and 3 because they slightly differ.
Uh-huh.
And so it's really easy. You just place it in after you've removed the screws, and then, which is also really great for now summer winter, because I mean in winter we'll not be really using it that much because it's not really that much fun when it's windy, rainy to stand out here cooking. So I will probably remove it, but it's really so easy and fast to remove it.
That's great. And all of the pieces are uh, machine machine.
Yes. So I'm partnering with just a professional furniture manufacturer who knows what they're doing. So every piece is always the same, and the quality is. We made sure that the quality is correct. Like everything is super fine sanded and protected from the elements. Like here on the tabletop, I've spilled hot water so many times while cooking, while like making my coffee, and absolutely no damage. And the same with the base. There's nothing you could do to like really damage it.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
great.
And if you want to put it away, you just fold these down again. Let's move this aside. They snap here in place. You put this back in, and you close the lid, and that's it. So that's I'm really happy myself. Even if I wouldn't be selling this, every time I use this, it's such a joy because it's so easy to set up and use. Absolutely no hassle, no problems.
Yeah, that's great. And you are now selling these for other people as well.
Yes, because I thought it's just a nice idea. Not everyone has the ability, the possibilities, the machinery, the interest in doing it themselves. And I've met many people like with children that are like want to prepare some food for their children, and they always use the hood of their car because, I mean, at the superchargers, there's usually never a table, anything. So it's just a nice way to just quickly have a table ready when you need it.
So where can people find this if they're interested?
Yeah, so if you're interested, you can find it at frunk.ly. I have a website there. You can also find me at Instagram, for example. If you have any questions, even if you want to make it yourself, I'm always open to just help other people out who don't want to buy it, because it's just the community. I got the idea from the community, and I want to give back to the community as well.
Sweet. How long does it take from if someone were to order it, and then when will they receive?
So right now, I would say roughly a month, since we just make them on order, like when someone orders them. And like in the EU, it should take a month, but sometimes it's quicker, sometimes it's a little slower. But I mean, when you're ordering, it's I'm pretty honest about delivery times. So if you have questions, you can just hit me up before, and we can work it out. Because currently I also offer only shipping to Europe, so anywhere outside I would have to figure out a separate solution. But everything can be figured out.
Cool. Okay, is there anything else that you want to tell people? Or?
That's a good question. I just wanted to thank you because your video inspired me in the first place. I had so many different prototypes of like, how can I make a table like his? Because like I wanted something, because the table, like personally, because I don't want to have a table that's up here. Well, always wanted the table lower. Most people want the table that's higher, I've learned. It's just like I had so many versions. I also worked with legs. I had like tripods, because everything I don't want the thing I use not only have to have one purpose. Like the table leg I would have also used as a tripod for camera. So I was just like trying to figure this out, but I mean that's the fun, just having a problem and learning about how you can solve things. And since you interviewed so many people already, like who have all figured out a different way to making these things, like for example, like these big tables with folding tabletops, and it's just great to see like the solutions other people come up with.
Thank you. I'm really happy to see this, and I think you have made it in a way that is really great to integrate the whole Frunk in the same unit. Yeah, and it's awesome that you have created something to share it for the community, other people.
It's also good because especially many people don't even know that they have a Frunk, or they really just throw their charging cable in there and that's it, and then call it a day. But like this even if you don't use your frunk, you always have a table with you.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, Peter.
Thank you.